Joining me right now on the KDON Live line is Kevin Richards with our tech news. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Good morning, Alan. Always happy to be here with you.
Great to have you with me this morning. Let's talk about Mac. They've just announced new versions of their computers, and I want to know exactly what this is about. I love my iMac, by the way, but, should I be running out thinking about getting a new one?
It's all up to you. There's new technology coming out. They have a cycle about every 6 months to a year, and, they've got a brand new 15-inch out there. It's got a much higher quality processor. It's a little bit faster. Then they've also got their real large screen, the 27-inch that operates on your desktop.
That's the one I've got. I like that.
Yep. So you might want to upgrade. That's got a brand new monitor on it, much higher quality. The pixels are much tighter together, and the color quality is better. So it's definitely something to think about. But once you get rid of your computer, what do you do with it? Do you give it away? Do you sell it? And how do you keep it safe? So that's one of the things I really wanted to talk about today. That's going to be a big thing coming up, especially with kids going off to college and things like that. They're going to be getting new computers, getting rid of the old ones, and you don't want to leave your data on there. So I know that you have a time capsule to back up your current computer, right?
That is correct. I do. And by the way, if I got a new iMac, the big super duper one you're talking about, I would keep the old one and have two computers. I would have two like two computers right there that I could have them interact with each other.
Tons of computing power, but not everybody has the space, or not everybody needs to do that. And so, what do you do? So the first thing you do is you need to deauthorize your computer from iTunes so that it's no longer attached to your account. That's step one. Step two is you need to have your data backed up to that time machine.
Right.
Because what you're going to do is when you bring the new computer home, you're going to say, hey, use this backup and set my computer up exactly the way it was before.
Right.
And that's one of the beauties of the Mac product, is it's very easy to do that.
I've done it before when I had problems with one. Remember that? And they had to give me a whole new thing. And man, I'm telling you, it worked like a charm.
Yeah, absolutely. I did the same thing when I needed to buy a new computer. I went in, got the new computer, brought it home, plugged it in, let it download overnight, and in the morning it was the same exact computer. So that was a great experience. And like I was saying, you can do the same thing kind of with a PC, but it's not as seamless of an experience. And then the final thing you'll want to do on your Mac is you will want to reformat that hard drive and reinstall the operating system. Mac also makes this very easy to do.
You're talking about the original one that you're not going to use anymore.
Yes, the original one. You want to get rid of all that data by formatting it and giving whoever's going to get that new computer, it would then turn into basically a new out-of-the-box Mac that they would be able to enjoy.
There's nothing in there deep down inside that they can reach in and pull out?
Well, you can always, if you're a super amazing expert, the data is on the hard drive until you completely overwrite it. So there is software out there that will overwrite the hard drive a couple times, so that's one of the ways you can protect it. But I think for most people, just reformatting the hard drive is good enough.
Okay, I'm still skeptical. I mean, I would either destroy that hard drive or keep it because I'm paranoid. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, I've got a bunch of hard drives that are sitting in my office here waiting to be destroyed. We take them out of the machine, but that's because we have tons of customer data on there, and we can't risk it.
I agree with that. Real quickly, why should I get this new Mac? What are some of these upgrades? Tell me about it quickly.
I would say the biggest upgrade that you're going to notice is going to be how beautiful the screen looks and how fast and seamless it is. There are other things on there that change the connections and they're future forward facing, but really it's going to be the beauty of the screen that you notice first.
All right, a lot of money for beauty. What about Windows 10? I understand that Microsoft is coming out with their Windows 10.
Yeah, they've officially announced it. It's going to be coming out before you know it here in the summer. It's going to have 6 additions to it: Windows Home, Windows Pro, Windows Mobile, a couple others. So Microsoft is definitely doing everything they can to stay relevant. They're giving this upgrade away for free to anybody who's got Windows 7 and previous versions. I mean, it's pretty interesting to see Microsoft doing this complete 180 and operating in a way that they've never done before.
Well, they're competing with Mac, with Apple, and at the same time, they've always been ahead. There have been more people with PCs than with Mac. But they're they realize a lot of us have gone over to Mac, and once you go to Mac, you never go back, right? So, I mean, I understand that they're trying to compete big time. I still won't go back. I still think that Apple is an incredibly great product, and nobody pays me to say that, just my experience. I know you've experienced the same thing as well. Kevin Richards, Ventura Web Design, joining me with our tech news. Want to find out more about Ventura Web Design? Go to allenstock.com. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll see the Ventura Web Design logo. Click onto that, and you are there. And you can even go back and forth with Kevin himself. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. I appreciate it.